Okay.
And we will put them in a really nice hotel. And the next day, they're gonna be brought here to the hospital, and we'll check them again and make sure that everything's fine, and we'll take them to the OR.
Wow.
We have 3 anesthesiologists, 1 anesthesiologist and intensive care doctor, the same guy, and then we have another anesthesiologist who is a cardio anesthesiologist, and we have a bariatric anesthesiologist. So they're going to be safe, because that many people that are afraid about the anesthesia, not much about the surgery.
Mm-hmm. We just got our blood work done.
Yeah, we did.
And our doctors asked us, what are we doing to have such great blood work?
Yeah. And you know what we told them? ProCare. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we told them, we take ProCare every day because they have a multivitamin that you can just take 1 a day.
Yes, exactly. They have a capsule and a chewable form. And not only do they have vitamins, but they also have calcium chews.
Oh my God, they're so good.
They're so delicious. It's like our own little sweet treat for the end of the night.
It really is, because they have the dark chocolate and they have the cinnamon roll.
Yes, and I love the salted caramel and the dinner mint.
Alrighty, we'll go to procarenow.com
and use code OSLP at checkout to save some money. Okay, trying to figure out portion sizes after weight loss surgery is fucking hard.
So hard. So freaking hard.
So we found this company and they take the guesswork out of it.
Yeah, my goodness, guys. Look, it's portion perfection. They have bowls and plates and they have all sorts of organizing things on their website. I can't wait to get more. But it literally tells you 1 cup, 1.5 cup, 1/4 of a cup. Like, the guesswork is completely gone.
Yes. And the plate, even better. Protein, salad, veggies, whatever. And then this little section, carbs. So, because you can have carbs.
You can have carbs.
We are so excited and we cannot wait to see what you guys think of this. This is definitely OSLP approved.
100%. So the link is down below. So click that link, get your discount, and start getting your portions correctly now. We have found something very, very extraordinary, and it's different.
It is one of a kind.
Mm-hmm.
It is NewTri Health.
Yes.
And they are giving you the next level information on your weight loss surgery journey.
They really are, because they fill you with all this information about exercise and food. You watch a little clip, 1.5 minutes at the most, and then you do a little fact checks, and then you do an article, and then you do a quiz one time. And so you get to track your progress. And not only do they have these quizzes, but they have a place that you can log your food, your exercise, and your weight. Yeah. And they're not tracking calories, guys. They're tracking your mood. Like, how did you feel yesterday about your food? Did you exercise? So it's a way for you to journal without journaling. Yes. So go to NewTriHealth.com, choose our Sleeve Life podcast as your provider, and sign up to maximize your weight loss surgery journey. Yeah. So go now. Welcome back, OSLP family. Welcome. You are listening to our Sleeve Life podcast, and this is Kelly. This is Manoel. And you guys, November is fast approaching. It is. And voting is happening right now. It's happening. And we have 20 different categories. And you can go in and vote for your favorite people for each category. Yes, you can. There's so many. I know. And it's the Just Be You Bariatric Award Show. And you have to go to oursleevelifepodcast.com. It's in our bios. You can just click on it. And then you can sign up for our newsletter automatically. Yes. So you get updates about the award show. Yes. And then you can other things. But you also, when you're there, you just click on the voting. It's super simple. You can do it on your phone. And then when you're done, book your ticket, book your hotel. Come out and see us. It's November 12th, man. Party it up, because we deserve, as a bariatric community, to celebrate and have a great night where it's all positivity. Yeah, we're just celebrating each other, whether you have 0 followers, whether you have all the followers in the world. We just want everybody to feel connected. And that's why, even if you were nominated, there's going to be a section for you. Even if you weren't. Yes. So even if you did not make it into the top 4, we do have something special planned for every single person that was nominated. That we do. And if it wasn't for our sponsors, we wouldn't be able to put this on. Yes. So we just want to give a big thank you. 1, to ProCare Health. Yes. Oh my God, our vitamins we love. And Jamie, the sleeve dietitian, the Tribe membership. That's right. And then my own surgeon, Dr. Emma Patterson with Oregon Weight Loss Center. Yes. And then also surgical
Associates of Bayonet Point.
Yeah, they're from Tampa, Florida.
Yes, they are. And then we also have Dr. Joe Cribbins and Marty and Heather. They are coming out to present also.
Yes, you get to see Marty walk the pink carpet with
in
his little
special
butt.
bow tie.
Yeah.
And then we also have Dr. Eric Smith with Georgetown Surgical. They are also a really proud sponsor of ours.
We are, because they're from the 1,000 Pound Sisters. He's their surgeon. So you can always check him out on TLC.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we also, of course, have to thank Tabitha, the real Barry boss. She is a bariatric therapist.
Yeah, she
Amazing.
is. Amazing. We connected her immediately when we met her like 2 years ago.
Yes.
We've known her for a long time now. And we're just so proud of her and all the things she's bringing to this community.
Yes. And then last but not least is Nolani. She's with Own Bariatrics, and she is a transformation coach.
Yeah, we actually missed Losing to Blooming, which is also...
Oh my gosh, how did we forget about Michaela?
I know, Michaela.
Love
We've
Michaela.
learned a lot from Michaela. She's helped us with our own personal lives and our journey. And she is a coach, a life coach. So go check her out.
Yes. All right. And then while you are on your phone or computer, you need to go over to patreon.com/OSLP and sign up, because you get exclusive bonus content from us.
Right.
And then also we have our Facebook group that is full of supporting people. That's what we live for, is just making everything as positive and supportive as possible and making sure everybody has a support system.
Yeah, they're called our Benchies because we don't like the loser's bench. We like the winner's bench because we're winning by losing all the weight and finally taking control of our lives. So definitely go over there and check that out. And we have our exclusive episode every month. That's what she said corner.
And then also we have our YouTube channel, which it is preloaded on your phone. So go open it up, type in Our Sleeve Life Podcast, subscribe, hit the little bell. And if you do that, you will be seeing who we have on today.
I know. We have a big guest today.
Yes,
we're so excited.
So we are very, very excited to say that we have the EOC, which is a Mexico surgery center for bariatrics. We have two, not just one, two of their surgeons here ready to tell us all about how and why and when and all of the details.
I know. EOC is in the house.
Yeah. So thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
I'm going to explain a little bit of how EOC works, right?
Yes, please do.
And introduce yourself too.
I'm delighted to be here with you ladies. So, and I'm very proud to be nominated for the best surgeon over there in the U.S.
Yeah.
So I hope that I win. I never win anything. So.
Whoa. Okay. Well, we will keep a close eye on it for you.
We see most of our patients, like 90% of our patients are Americans, or probably like 80, 90. We also have a lot of Canadians. So we're based here in the border in Tijuana.
Okay.
Tijuana is super close to San Diego, right? Beautiful city over there. So great weather. And we receive a lot of people daily. So we are focused in many surgeries. Like 80%, 85% of our surgeries are gastric sleeve surgeries.
Okay.
Also, we do RNY bypass, non-gastric bypass. And I'm very proud also to mention that we have the best endoscopist, bariatric endoscopist in all the world. That is Dr. Manoel Galvao, all the way from Brazil.
Wow.
So right now he's helping us with gastric plication. I don't know if you ladies are aware about that, but the FDA just approved this procedure. The endoscopy sleeve gastroplasty. So check that out.
Okay.
It's another option. It's not for all the patients. We'll talk about that in another moment, right? So we're very proud to have him here also. And also we have Dr. Almino Ramos. He's world most renowned bariatric surgeon in all the world. And if you talk to all your fellow surgeons, Americans, I'm pretty sure that they know them very, very well, because these guys.
Hold on just one sec. There's somebody pounding.
Yeah. Who's pounding?
Yes. They're working up here.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll just roll with it. Yeah. All right. Go right ahead.
Sorry, Dr. Ortiz.
It is that kind of pounding.
Yeah. I was like, what's going on over there?
Yeah. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
So it's a big company that we try always to grow and improve, and like I said, I'm pretty proud to mention that we have quite the best in the company. So people, they have to feel very secure, very that they're going to have the best hands on them. So we always try to make the most simple and the happy situation for them when they're here in Tijuana and when they go back home. So that's how I could resume. That's it.
Great.
Yeah.
All right.
So how did you guys start? Like, how did this even come about, putting this together?
Excuse me again? Sorry.
How did EOC start?
Yeah.
How did you put this whole company together? And
what inspired you to do that?
Very successful. So tell us how and why.
Well, the company was named, had another name before. It had another management. So EOC started in 2019. So it's a young company, but I'm in the business since 2012.
Okay.
We have a lot of coordinators. Most of them are Americans. Other ones are from Australia, like Kayla. All our coordinators, they all have weight loss surgery.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So when people call to contact us, they're going to talk to a person who already went through all this.
Oh, perfect.
Yes. And all our coordinators, they're all successful ex-patients. And that is not easy to achieve, right? So, and then we started doing surgeries, and we moved to this hospital like 2 years ago. 2 years ago.
Okay.
It's a big building. It has like 10 floors.
Okay.
And it's full. When you come right now, it's full. So right now, I'm pretty sure that we can say that it's the company of bariatric surgery that manage more people in all the world.
Yeah.
Indeed, us as a company.
Okay.
And I think that we do a good job. Otherwise, we didn't have too many referrals, right?
So
we try. Everybody here tries to do the best and an affordable price. We know that that's kind of the reason that people comes to us, because as you well know, it's a little bit expensive over there in the US. And not many people have the resources to get the procedure back home, right?
Yeah.
So, and right now we have a very successful company, and we try that everybody here in AOC do their best, and everybody looks happy. So,
yay! How many surgeries get done at EOC every day?
We are 3 surgeons and main surgeons, and we can say that we do like 25 surgeries a day. Remember that the gastric sleeve surgery, it only takes us like 20-25 minutes, and most of the procedures that we do are gastric sleeve surgery. So now we're doing the sleeve application like an endoscopy, like I mentioned. And it takes like how many, like 35 minutes. 35 minutes. So we do a lot of people, a lot of surgeries take. So I think that we know what we're doing.
Yes.
It sounds like it.
Because what made you get into bariatrics? Like, were you always like going to be a surgeon for this community, or were you something else prior?
When I was in med school, I always knew that I was going to be a surgeon.
Okay.
First, I was thinking in plastic surgery.
Okay.
But you're too young, and then you start meeting other people. And when I finished med school and then surgery, general surgery, I had the opportunity that a doctor, a surgeon, invited me to start in the bariatric field.
Okay.
I was very young back then. Okay. And it opened my eyes, and I saw there was a big field where I can develop. And and it's a really, I'm very happy where I am. If I do med school again, I will do bariatric surgery again. I will not change it for anything.
Nice.
It's a very nice field because, when you do a surgery in a person, you're not only helping that person, you're helping all the person around them.
Yeah.
The wife, the husband, the kids, right?
Yeah.
Because most of the time the person, once they start losing weight, they feel better, right?
Yeah.
They go, the diabetes goes away, the blood pressure goes away, they feel with more energy. And most of the time they become better persons. So the work that I do, it's on one person, but impacts on many.
Yeah.
Yes.
Many person, all the persons around them. So it's a very nice field. And the field it's sad thing. It's a huge field, right? Obesity is, it's everywhere in all the world. And Mexico has a lot of obesity. The US has a lot of obesity. I'm going to be doing this for the next 20 years, right?
Yeah.
I don't have kids, but when I have kids, if they want to do bariatric surgery, it's going to be there. So, I
love it.
I will not change it for anything. So.
Oh, yay. That's exciting.
It is.
So when somebody decides that they're going to have bariatric surgery, they decide they're going to go to EOC, what do they need to do what's their next steps? How do they get surgery through?
Okay. Yes, we have a really good people that help us with websites and advertising. We have a really good advertising team, and when people contact us via social media or via email or our webpage, they are going to talk to a coordinator, like I said, that already had weight loss surgery. Those coordinators are successful ex-patients, and they send them some paperwork that the patients they have to fill, and then that goes to many people. Goes to a nurse that we have, ASMBS registered nurse.
Okay.
She will check that first, and she also has weight loss surgery. She will send the health questionnaire to me. I will review, make sure that everything's fine. If the patient needs something, an echocardiogram, EKG, medical clearance, I will ask for that. Okay. And once they are approved, they will fly into San Diego. Okay. And they are going to get, we have our own drivers. They're going to be picked up in San Diego and bring them back here to Tijuana, where they're going to get all the battery studies, chest, CAT scan, lab work, CPGs, an intensive care. Doctor will check them out, make sure that everything is fine. Okay. And we will put them in a really nice hotel. And the next day, they're going to be brought here to the hospital, and we'll check them again and make sure that everything is fine, and we'll take them to the OR. Wow. We have 3 anesthesiologists, 1 anesthesiologist and intensive care doctor, the same guy. And then we have another anesthesiologist who is a cardio anesthesiologist. And we have a bariatric anesthesiologist. So they're going to be safe because, that many people that are afraid about the anesthesia, not much about the surgery. Mm-hmm. And then we'll do their procedure schedule, right? The sleeve, the bypass, unless that we will start doing our endoscopy to all our patients starting on Monday. To all 100% of our patients will have an endoscopy during the procedure to make sure that everything is fine, right? And make sure that the procedure that we're going to do is the correct one.
Oh, good.
The procedure is very quick, like I said. And all the people that works here in the clinic, they're familiar to the procedures, because in this clinic, we don't do nothing else that it's bariatric. Okay. That's it. 100% is bariatric. All the patients are weight loss surgery patients. There's no traumatologist, gynecologist, cardiologist. No. They are all. So all the nurses, they know exactly when they check the patients. If the patient needs something, or if they're doing really good, like in 2-3 days, we will send them back to the hotel. Okay. And at the hotel, we have nurses 24/7 at the hotel, coordinators. So what I'm trying to do is there's always going to be somebody around to keep an eye on them, make sure that everything is fine. I know it's hard for the patients coming to another country. They are afraid, thinking that something's going to go wrong.
Right.
I get it. I understand. But we have a lot of people that they're always keeping an eye on them and making sure that everything is fine. So everybody, very friendly. Mexican people we're friendly people. So we try to make them feel safe and happy, and that they took the right choice coming with us.
Yes. Yeah. It sounds like it's a pretty streamlined system, and that you are we've heard nothing but great things about EOC.
Yeah.
Honestly. In our support group, we have several patients of yours, ex-patients of yours, or yeah. And then we also have my boyfriend's, she's part of his family. She actually went to you guys.
Yeah.
And so, and I keep hearing all of these great feedback from all of these patients, and then having you nominated for the award show also out of all the surgeons that are in the world is pretty cool. It means that you have a lot of patients, and it shows that your patients really care about how you cared for them.
Yeah. It's coming through.
Yes.
It definitely is.
Definitely.
Yeah. So it sounds like, so you guys have them in the hospital overnight for a couple days, and then they go to the hotel and they stay there for a few more days, still being observed, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then when do they go home? Is it like a week after surgery, or is it 2 weeks? Like how does
6 days after
6 days.
after the procedure.
Okay.
Yeah, most of 98% of the patients, they go like 6 days after the procedure, because we have to keep an eye on them, make sure that everything is fine.
Right.
We have to make sure that when they go back home, they go in well conditions, right? And if people, they need to stay more days because X, Y, and Z, we keep them here for the days necessary until they go back safe home.
Perfect.
That's awesome.
So what is because we all know how much aftercare is so important, getting blood work done after, and then having that support system that you can reach out if there's anything that you're worried about. How do you guys handle the aftercare when somebody's out of the country, basically?
Yeah.
Exactly. Because the reality is that I don't see them in person, because most of them, they go back home, right?
Right.
But right now we are in 2022, so the technology is great. We have hands on the technology. So we have, like I said, an ASMBS nurse register that she calls the patients, make sure that everything's fine. We have a really strong Facebook groups where people they're online asking questions and making sure I receive the questions. If they need something from me, I will answer back, of course. And also we have probably the most famous bariatric bariatrician in Mexico.
Okay.
That's Dr. Carmen Calleja. So she's in the field for a long time. So
she's the best.
She's the best. She knows everything about meds and nutritionists, and they all receive a class from her. Before they go back home, we have like a big lobby where we put all the people, 20, 30 people, and she gives them a class of bariatrician for 1 hour, where she explains the diet, everything. And also, if they need to contact her once they go back home, she will be in contact online. Yes, of course, online, because like we are doing it right now.
Exactly. So what if a patient needs lab work? Is that just done through their physician at home?
And they send you guys the information?
After surgery?
Yeah.
Yes. We recommend, most of our patients, they do have a PCP, a primary care physician. And with the nurse that I mentioned many times, she sent a list of blood work, so for them to go to the PCP The PCP will do blood works, and if they need for me to review, the nurse will send it to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Because I know a lot of people have felt like if they go to Mexico and have their surgery, then they kind of don't have that support after. But it sounds like you have that covered.
Yeah, it's a fine-tuned machine right now.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, because I think we even heard that you guys do like plastics there and dental stuff. Is that right?
Yes. We are affiliated to 4 plastic surgeons that actually work in the company.
Wow.
And those plastic surgeons, they only do bariatric patients.
Okay.
They don't do other type of
cosmetic.
They don't do cosmetic.
Okay.
They only do
repairs,
reconstruction people with weight loss surgery. So we have dental also, and nutrition. We have Dr. Carmen that I mentioned. She has her own brand of, I don't know if I can say it, but protein and vitamins.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, she has her own
design for bariatrics.
She has her own brand, apples and pears. Sorry for the commercial, but
no, that's totally fine.
It's always good to have more options out there.
Yeah.
Yes, and there's a lot of options. There's a lot. So she that's fine. It's registered over there in the States, so people, they can get it from us. Obviously, they can buy whatever. We always strongly tell people to buy vitamins and protein bypass for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
And sleeves, at least for the first 6 months.
Okay.
Some of the people, they get it from us. Other ones, they buy another brands, right? There's a lot of brands. We have all that, nutrition, vitamins, protein, dental, plastic, endoscopy right now.
Yes.
Bariatrics. So we practically completed the circle.
Yeah, it sounds like it. So if you go there for surgery, you go to EOC, you get it, you're happy, you lose your weight, and then you decide you want plastics, is it the same type of way that you do to get bariatric surgery? You just contact you guys and then it all kind of goes around?
Yes, when practically all the patients that they're having plastic surgery, they all have bariatric surgery from us, Dr. Ramos, Dr. Covarrubias, Dr. Galvao, or me. So they already know how everything works, right?
Yeah.
So they will do the same, reach our coordinators, and then the coordinators, they will make it easy and simple for them and guide them all the way, all the journey of the plastic surgery. Yes.
Love it.
So what does that, so I know a lot of people are worried about the cost. So how much, I don't know if you can spitball here, of how much does it actually cost for like a sleeve or for, a revision or an R&Y? Like, do you guys have set prices or does it change?
The change depends on the procedure done.
Okay.
The sleeve around $5,000, bypass $6,000. Some depends on if you need more. You know that in Mexico everything is more cheap, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
I look, for example, if you go to emergencies, ER back in the States, because you're dehydrated.
Yeah.
If you get an IV and 1 liter of solution, they're gonna charge you $800, $900.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do that same here and you go to a hospital just for the same thing, you're going to get charged, I don't know, $100.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing, but the system is different, right?
Yeah.
But that is why the prices here, it's different, right? If you go to Europe, the price is going to change. If you go to Australia, the price is going to change. And if you go to Middle East, Dubai, like Doctor is going to go over there, well, prices are higher, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And plastic surgery, it's not too different. It's not as expensive in the States, but it's affordable. Probably 50% of the total price in the States.
Okay.
And our plastic surgeons are, like I said, they don't do cosmetic. So they only do reconstruction. So they're specialized in bariatric people and weight loss patients. Yeah.
That's excellent.
Yeah. And then with the pricing of everything, does that include that hotel that you're talking about and like the round the clock care that you're giving them too?
Yeah, they can go a little bit higher, not much, but we try to include everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
For not to be like this and this and then this, so we try to include all a package, right?
Yeah.
We have a really good arrangement with the hotel,
Okay.
and the hotel is really nice. It's a nice hotel. We really probably don't get any complaints from the hotel, so they arrive and they feel very. It's a hotel that when you go in, you think that you're gonna get charged very high.
Yeah,
that's the feeling that you get. But we have a really good agreement with them and make it affordable to our patients. Right?
That's awesome.
That's great.
I love that it's all included,
Yeah.
so that way they don't have to like start piecing everything together because like that can get spendy really quickly because we are used to US stuff and it's always like a la carte. So it's like, okay, I think it's going to be 5,000, but now all of a sudden it's 10,000 and now it's 15. And you're like, wow, oh my God.
Yes. So can you tell us more about the endoscopy sleeve?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Well, like I told you, we have the best guide for that in all the world. If you do a little Google research, you're gonna find who is the guy that teaches all the other people in all the world.
And it's right there.
He's right next to you.
Okay.
Let's pick up. He's gonna explain a little bit how it works.
Yeah.
So sure. So the endoscopic sleeve gastroplasty sounds new. We started working on that since 2012. So it was a group of international people. We are in Latin America and in US, Mayo Clinic, Harvard. And the idea is that to fulfill an unmet need. So if you saw what we saw that time, you have people that benefits from clinical management of obesity.
Okay.
They are on the left on the curve. And there are people with where the obesity is more severe that they really benefit from surgery. So that gap, and fortunately or unfortunately, we have to use the BMI. So see, if you are below 30, you have no really good thing to offer besides medical management that we know that start drifting when your BMI is like that. So endoscopy fulfills these unmet needs. So our idea is to get those directly to the people. So it's specifically the procedure is that it's very cool. It's like you're just going to the moon or to Mars. Very, very cool. So I tell you, we are doing suturing by your mouth. That's no scar.
That's amazing.
You put your equipment, you put them on to sleep. We go there and we suture the stomach. We modify the anatomy. We model that anatomy in a way that it's not gonna fit the same amount of food that we. So we impair what we call the gastric emptying. So we slow it down so you can feel it better. So you slow down your food, and that translates in weight loss. And it's the safety profile is awesome.
Okay.
It's very, very safe because it's even minimally invasively than laparoscopy. And our results are around 15 to 20% weight loss, total weight loss on that specific range of BMIs. We have solid data up to 3 years. And this work that we have done collectively, a lot of people have worked on that, led us to a couple of weeks ago that FDA approved the device, the device was approved, the procedure itself, not even this endoscopic sleeve gastroplasty, but the use of the endoscopic suturing to revise surgeries.
Okay.
When people regain weight in bypass and sleeves, FDA also approved that we were doing that. So we can remodel bypasses to the initial anatomy, we can remodel sleeves. We know that the surgery does the same, so those things have to be set which patient goes through anyway. But anyways, it's like this. Endoscopic sleeve gastroplasty is something cool. Also, we the research that we did, and I was the proctor for this big trial in US. It's called Merit trial. It was just published a week ago in Lancet. Lancet is the most important journal of the whole field of medicine.
Okay.
Like New England Journal, they are like the same. And it's very, very important because the scientific community recognize. FDA is a regulatory board.
Right.
So they collect all the data and they see this is safe, this can be used or not, and they go. And on the top of this, we have the recognition of the world scientific community of that. So it can be done in a clinical practice. It will help a lot of people, more and more now that is FDA approved and have this Lancet, because we are working that since 2012. So 45,000 of those procedures are done worldwide.
Wow.
And amazingly, the results are the same in US, in Middle East, Dubai, in India. I work also in India, in Brazil, in Europe, and that's it. So the recovering is fast. So you can get out of the hospital. If you do in the morning, you can go out on the next day. Here, we decide to keep the patient in the hospital because it's comfortable.
Yeah.
On that, but can be ambulatory. In 3 to 4 days, you are almost feeling healthy.
Wow.
A little bit of pain. It's not always like flowers. So you have 4 to 18 hours of some pain that we medicate.
Yeah.
And pretty much that's it. The 1 or 2% of complications. That's for our procedures is very, very low.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we offer. It's not going to replace surgery. Okay, it's not competing with surgery. It's occupied and unmet needs. So we can do that in higher BMIs. We can do, but the results not going to be the same.
Okay.
So eventually we can do like a bridge. So the patient is very heavy or the obesity is very severe that it can even prevent a surgery. It can be done to bridge it safely. So Elias is going to get the patient and continue the path because we know that is a continual path. It's a chronic, progressive, and curable disease that we know and don't know. We don't know all the things. There's a lot of prejudice on that, and we have to be empathetic with this and understand that is a journey, and we are here for the journey. And all of our efforts was to fulfill a huge unmet needs. Yeah. And now with the new medications, we can even go further. So we are exploring this here and also here in EOC. We're going to be one of the first to explore these possibilities of adding the new medications we call GLP-1 analogs, that they will add an effect in more durability to what we are doing on that. So it is it's a work in progress, but get to the point that we can offer it clinically, and I'm very happy.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I can totally see why you two teach because you are like, I'm like, all the things.
All of it.
Yeah, that's amazing. So with the endoscopy one, do you still need to do the same like pre-diet, post-diet? Is it still the same as the other surgeries?
It's a little bit different. So why you need a pre-op diet? Is to basically to shrink your liver, to give more space and to be more safety. We are doing an inside job.
Yeah.
So true.
Actually, I really don't need it.
Okay.
That amount of, but one thing we like is that if you are able to do a pre-op diet, it means you're committed.
Oh.
And it's a very strong variable that we use to see the rate of success. So if you're not able to do the pre-op diet, we will be able to keep it post. Because we will need the people submitted to the endoscopic sleeve gastroplasty to around 1 month of liquid diet. Why? The stitches have to hold. After that is normal.
Okay.
With some differences is vitamins and proteins is not needed. This doesn't induce anemia because the stomach is there.
Right.
And another interesting thing is the versatility of this procedure. It means that if the disease progresses and we cannot stop the visit at that point, Elias can come and do wherever he thinks that's good for the patient. It can be converted to a sleeve gastrectomy. It can be converted to a gastric bypass very safely, or even we can redo it. Like LASIK, that you do some retouching. You can retouch on that because that's the blessing of endoscopy. Don't have the power of a surgery, but they have some other good things to trade off.
Perfect.
Well, it sounds like it's good for the lower BMI people because we
Yes.
hear that problem all the time that they're like, I'm just not big enough, but like my doctor says it would be really good for me.
Yeah.
But there's not like the insurance won't take it because they don't have any of those comorbidities or the BMI for
Yeah.
them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In that gap, well, how are you going to feel it? So nothing's working. You're gaining weight.
Mm-hmm.
And there is people going to say to you, you don't qualify.
Yeah.
We can do nothing. Oh, you can stay with the med. But I'm already doing exercise and med is not working.
Mm-hmm.
I've got nothing to offer on that position.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we work on that. So that's what very happy to help.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
I love that option.
Yeah,
That there is another
definitely.
option.
Well, and for, like you said, people that regain, if you're working really hard to get back into like on plan. So say you know, I'll use myself as an example. I went through a divorce. I gained weight because I was under massive amounts of stress and trauma. And so, and then you try to get back into it where you're working out and you're eating right and it's just not working. This gives you another option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
so-
really like a bright spot.
It does. It makes you feel good.
We start doing endosuturing for revisions before because our machines were not ready. So we can do very few stitches. So revisions were the spot that it begins 15 years ago, even more than ESG. So we have very solid data on that we have almost the same results of surgery with more safe. So actually we are discussing, we are adding another layer, another step. So why not try endoscopy first? If it doesn't work, then you go to a more severe or more complex option on that. And so we call it endoscopic remodeling for that. For gastric bypass, we have data for 10 years, 5 years.
Yeah.
On the sleeve is brand new. So our group just published the very first 2 papers on that. The initial results are very good also on, because interestingly, the one who do the sleeve, they really want to keep their sleeves.
Yeah.
When people have bypass, they are like more liberal. If you need to change it. But it seems that the people nurse their sleeves and I want to keep it, please. And if in the suturing, you can keep it for a while, for at least for more time.
Wow.
Oh, that's so
very,
funny.
very cool. I like that. So the post-op diet for any of it, is it still the 1 week or the 2 weeks of liquid, then 2 weeks of soft food, 2 weeks of puree, and then you go into other food? So is that all the same? Because that's what mine was, and that was what yours was.
Yeah, pretty much the same.
Okay.
I would prefer if the patient can hold at least 3-4 weeks of liquid diet to hold my stitches, because Elias used the titanium clips.
Okay.
So my suture can be more susceptible for overcharge, overeating. They can stretch and the patient can lose all of this effort they do.
Okay.
After that, it's really pretty much, we don't have any restrictions. So patients don't have dumping.
Okay.
Patients don't need fury. They don't need protein shakes and don't need vitamins because the stomach is there. Anemia is not an issue because the intrinsic factor is something in the stomach that helps you keep your balance on your blood levels. That when you take out the sleeve gastrectomy, you need vitamins to do that. When you do a bypass, you bypass the stomach that produce that. So we don't have it. So that's some trade-offs. So it might say that I need more liquid diet, more time of liquid diet to keep our stitches to hold. And after that is easygoing.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
So interesting.
Yeah. As I never thought they could be like another section of this.
Yeah, exactly. I love everything that you guys are doing there. You're really bringing the safety and the patient's point of view into what you do. And I really like that.
Yeah. And I was wondering, is there any because we noticed with ourselves, and actually we just started doing therapy, like mental health. So is there any mental health that you guys are helping with during this process or or encouraging that afterwards?
There's a big thing in bariatric, right?
Yeah.
Most of our patients, and I'm talking about a highly percentage, they take something for to keep their mental health, right?
Mhm.
For depression, anxiety, to sleep, whatever. They take a lot of meds. So we tell them to continue taking those meds until they arrive here, and then after surgery to continue taking their meds. But like I mentioned a while ago, once the patients start losing weight, let's say that they get a little bit more happy, and many of them they don't need more meds in the future, and that's the goal, right? That the patients are meds free in the future. We don't have a person that specifies on that, but like I said, most of our patients, they already have a doctor who prescribes them those meds, and it's an issue. It's a mental health is an issue. But the good thing is that with the weight loss, many things will change.
Awesome.
Better.
Yeah.
And you encourage them to go through therapy after?
Yes, the more help people get, the better. The better. We also look. I mentioned that we have a really strong group on support groups, right?
Yes.
Online. Ours, it's very people, they like it, and I strongly tell people to join in, because they can see the bad, the good, the ugly, and they talk to dozens and hundreds of people that they went through the same thing, and all those for their mental health, and it helps. It's already proven that people that join a support group in person or online, they do way much more better than those people who don't belong in the group. So we strongly recommend them to join our groups. Yes, and our group is very tight. It's very united. It's a closed group. So people, they like it. Yes, it helps, of course.
Oh yeah, because we've noticed that support groups is like a key to success. That's a weird noise. I'm not gonna lie. No, we've noticed the same with the community, that like if you have some sort of like a Facebook group or someone that's gone through it, if you can talk to someone, then you can actually have better success. Because my problem 7 years ago is I had no one. I didn't have a support group. I didn't have Facebook. There wasn't this big community that it was back then. And that's why we started the podcast, because I felt so alone and ashamed and embarrassed that I even needed this. And now that like we've been able to form a community where like, hey, you don't have to worry about that. And I'm glad that you guys have at least a support group to go to, because it is very key for us to stay successful.
It's key. It's key. The support groups. When we are teaching other younger surgeons, we always tell them for them to start their support groups, because people, when they join them, they feel better, because you cannot be all the time with them, talking with them as a doctor.
Right.
But the knowledge that people has, it's high. It's higher than the people who has obesity and didn't went through all this process, right? So a lot of people, they know, like I said, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So support group, it's mandatory for us. It's mandatory. So we encourage all our patients to join them for their better.
Awesome.
Love it.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for being on. We are super impressed by what you have going on over at EOC, and we're really excited because you guys are actually putting on an event in October, and your girls are gonna go.
That's right. We get to meet you guys in person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna be
awesome.
We're gonna be there. Dr. Ramos also is gonna be there, and we're gonna see a lot of patients. So it's very interesting what we're gonna do. It's not a medical conference, right? It's something more Q&A with the patients to
networking,
to hang out with patients and to bond a little bit with our ex-patients, right? So I'm very happy for that, and I'll see you over there. And I invite everybody that's watching, if you can see our webpage, and if you're interested, go. you're gonna have a good time. San Diego, I don't know if you know San Diego. It's a nice. I really like
beautiful.
the city.
Yeah,
It's beautiful. The city. You're gonna like the weather. The hospital, the hotel that we're gonna be in, it's nice. You're gonna like it. So we will try to make it a very overwhelming event for all of you guys.
we are so excited, and we will have everything linked below. So we will have EOC's website. We will have all of the event information. And of course, you can go onto our Instagram and also get that information off of our link tree. So, but thank you. Thank you so much, you guys. This was amazing. So happy to have you on. And we cannot wait to meet you in person in a few months. So, all right. Thank you guys. We love you, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye, ladies. Bye, everybody.